Here are the top 5 mistakes you can make when you're purchasing a home. The first mistake you can make is not getting pre-qualified or pre-approved. So a great lender is a partner in the deal that you're doing. Just like if you use a real estate agent or anybody else, a great lender can make or break your deal. So getting pre-approved, the first step is picking the right lender. The other thing that this does for you is it determines your buy box. And what do I mean by buy box? Well, it's what kind of house are you looking for? What's the size? What's the price point? All of those things impact the payment because most people use debt to buy their home. So it actually tells you where you can buy, what you can buy, how many bedrooms and bathrooms you can buy. So it really starts to build a box for you, and that will help you in purchasing your new home. The second mistake I see buyers make is not getting their house ready to sell if they have a house to sell. So not getting your home ready to sell first can be detrimental because it could take your home 60, 90 days to sell, potentially, depending on the area, the price point. Also, we find that most sellers need to do a few things to get their home ready to sell. So that could be maintenance things or decluttering or whatever. And so when we get ready to go buy your new home, if you have a home to sell, it's called a contingency. And when that home's not ready to be put on the market, then it can make your offer less attractive. We want to get your home ready to sell first before we go and make an offer. That way your offer is strong, you know what the next steps are, and that way your contract can be accepted. The third mistake I see people trying to do when they're getting ready to buy a home is trying to time the market. So the reason that timing the market can be a bad thing for you is that we really don't know what the market is going to do. Of course, you can tell the overall trend, meaning either it's a buyer's market or a seller's market. Trying to time the market up can really hurt you or even slow you down. Real estate is a solid investment. Over the course of history, since they've been collecting data on real estate, it has appreciated 3 to 4% on average year over year over year. Now in 2020 and 2021, when we had the crazy COVID years, we saw massive appreciation. But that's not every market, and that's not a typical market. Typically, it's 3 to 4% a year, and if you plan to stay in the home for 7 to 10 years, which most people do, it's going to be a solid investment for you, and you're going to build equity. The fourth mistake that I see buyers make when they're purchasing a home is not doing their due diligence the right way. So again, in 2020 and 2021, we saw all kind of people waiving inspections, closing quickly, doing all those things because it was such a competitive marketplace. That is not the right way to buy a home, and that can lead to some issues down the road. And so every offer that we write has an inspection period where in that time period, the buyer can go and inspect the home with a licensed home inspector. They can look into the HOA to make sure that it fits their needs if there is one. They can research the schools. They can do all of those things in this window of time where you can back out of this deal if something pops up that you don't like or we can't negotiate through. But not getting a home inspection or not doing your proper due diligence can really cost you in the long run. So the fifth mistake that you can make when purchasing a home is not fully vetting the real estate agent that you use. Not vetting the real estate agent that you use can cause problems for multiple reasons. Number one, they need to know the community that they're working in. They need to know the school systems. They need to know the neighborhoods. They need to know the traffic patterns and where new development is coming. So working with the right person can really set you apart and make sure that you buy the right house at the right time. We would love the opportunity to serve you. So if you're looking for a real estate agent, we would love to talk to you more about what we do and how we do things differently to help you buy or sell your home. So these are just 5 of many of the mistakes that you can make when buying a home. But I hope this was helpful to you. And whether you're getting ready to buy now or in the future or sell, again, we would love to be your resource for that. And if this was helpful, would you like, comment, or subscribe to our YouTube channel? We'll be posting more of these videos throughout the year, so come back to our channel, check out more, and we'd love to help you.